Hello and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I am here with Joe Holland, the president of Property Management Systems Incorporated. How are you doing this morning, Joe?
Morning, Chelsea. Good to see you.
Good to have you on the show. You know, it's a
Thank
beautiful
you.
morning. Hope your drive up the canyon was nice.
Beautiful, beautiful morning.
Good. So to start off, you know, and I told our audience a little bit earlier, if you live in an HOA or have any interest in one, this is a segment you're going to want to listen to. Joe's going to provide us with some updates. But first, let's give a little background about Property Management Systems.
Property Management Systems was started by our founder in 1960. He worked at Tracy Collins Bank, managing properties for the bank, and then decided he didn't want to do things for his own, and he started managing houses. And as we evolved, HOAs started becoming a bigger factor, and we started managing HOAs. And now homeowners associations, condominiums are a big part of our business. Very
cool. And you know, you guys are one of the oldest, if not the oldest, property management company in the state of Utah, which is pretty cool. And you have quite an interesting story with your name. Let's talk about that.
In the 70s, our founder, our office was on Highland Drive, and he put out a great big green awning, and on the front of it said PMS,
which was Property Management Systems.
And as it evolved, PMS became premenstrual syndrome, and as it evolved, we actually had ladies coming in looking for the doctor.
Oh gosh, that's so great. Well, did you guys refer them to anyone? Did you get any new clients from that?
Quite honestly, we were as startled as they were.
You're like, what are you doing? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, so that's great. So does PMSI, Property Management Systems Incorporated, but no, that's a great story. Like I was saying, you guys are one of the older companies in property management. So first off, let's go over some of those different properties that you actually have here in Park City.
Let's see, the picture that you're looking at right now is Fox Point at Redstone.
And that's great. I love the hot air balloon in the background. That's beautiful.
That's a great property. We also do Pinebrook Point. We do Cedar Ridge, the Villages at Bear Hollow, and in Salt Lake, one of the ones we do is Park at Gateway at the Gateway Development.
That's right. So over at the Gateway Development, you guys also manage that one as well. So first off, so you're here to provide us with an update on some of the changes and laws regarding HOAs. So tell me about the new FHA certification.
In the downturn of the economy, the federal government was very concerned about the health of homeowners associations in the United States. And through the Federal Homeowners Administration, they developed some guidelines or requirements to become FHA certified. And they're very extensive. They go through and they look at your budget, your reserve study, your insurance, your CC&Rs. Look at all of that information and just make sure that you're set up the way you're supposed to, that you're running smoothly, and all of those items. And you turn all that information in, they review it, and you get approved. Once you're approved, you can sell FHA units at your property. But you can't unless you're certified. So it's caused a lot of problems trying to sell units if you're not certified. And the last time I checked, in Salt Lake City, there's 205 homeowners associations in Salt Lake City. 59 of those had been approved, and the last time I looked, our company had done 42.
Wow.
So we're very proud of that, and we watch it very closely and do what we can for these associations to make sure that they do get certified.
All right, very good. I can't believe those numbers, that those couple of other people still haven't been approved with that. So that's very good information. So you mentioned reserve studies just now. So the state has required all HOAs to have one completed by July 1st of this year. And so tell me a little bit more about that, Joe.
That's right. The state legislature 2 years ago passed a law requiring all homeowners associations to have a reserve study. And what a reserve study does is it's a professional like an engineer or a appraiser that comes out and they look at your roof, they look at your stucco, they look at your asphalt, sprinklers, pool if you have a pool, and they figure out what the useful life on that property is and how much how much life you've used on it, and determine how much money you need to be putting away every single month to pay for that particular item. Then they take all of those items together and they come up with a price that you need to be paying per month to pay for all these items that need to be replaced in the future.
Okay.
A lot of people in the past, I've heard that they call condominiums pandemoniums. And the reason they call them pandemoniums is because they just haven't had a plan, a way to look for things that need to be replaced in the future. And it caused a lot of consternation between all of the owners and the board of directors, making sure that all of these things take place. But if you have a plan, it makes it a lot smoother. The legislature hasn't required us to fund the reserve, just simply to have the reserve study done so you know where you need to be.
Okay.
I think it's going to help homeowners associations in Utah a lot plan for the future and not be as contentious.
Really, and that I think a lot of people aren't even aware of some of these things, you know, if they live in or are with an HOA or condo. So that's really important information. So Joe, so what is PMSI looking to do here in Park City, and what really sets property management systems apart from other management companies?
I think our length in the industry. We have all of our certifications, all of the trade organizations. We're a member of all of those in Utah. One of the big ones in Park City is that a lot of the management companies love to do short-term rentals. Our focus is not short-term rentals. In fact, we don't do short-term rentals. Our focus is homeowners associations and making sure that your homeowners association runs as smoothly as it possibly can. That's our focus. And I think that is a niche in Park City that we would love to fill.
Perfect. Well, Joe, where can people go to find out more information about your company?
Our website is www.pmsystems.net.
Okay.
And our address, we're in Salt Lake. We'd love to have an office up here, but we don't yet. But our office in Salt Lake is 262 East, 3900 South. And if I tell you the next part, you won't forget it. Our phone number is the exact same as our address.
There you have it. Can't forget it.
So our phone number is 801-262-3900.
All right. Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Joe, for coming on the show. We really appreciate you providing that update. It was great to have you on.
Thanks, Chelsea.
All right. And that is Joe Holland, president of Property Management Systems Incorporated. Thanks so much for joining me here on the Mountain Morning Show. We'll be right back after this quick break with Chef Carl Rubidoux. So stay tuned for that.